Job done for Mexico, Marco. Really important win, that wasn't it?
Absolutely. They are unbelievable in the World Cup at home. 6 wins, 2 draws. Did their job. Maybe left a little bit more to be desired. But then we had Raúl Jiménez score the goal, which goes beyond just the football, goes beyond just the World Cup, everything that he's dealt with. The injury that he had. For him to get this goal in the World Cup, you could see the emotions. That's what this sport is about. Those are the storylines. That's one of the storylines coming into the World Cup I wanted to see. And right in the first game, we got that. So happy time for the Mexican fans.
So true, lots of red cards as well, but lots of happy fans, especially all the Mexican fans that are watching all over the US, including our friend La Muerte. La Muerte. How are you feeling after that win? What a good result to start this World Cup.
We're feeling amazing. It was an amazing environment after a 2-0 win. It's just great. It feels great.
Who are these 2 young studs next to you, man? It's great to see them watching the game and having the Mexican jersey on. What'd you guys think of the game?
We just out here with family, friends, and enjoying the game.
How far is Mexico gonna go, guys? Come on, are they gonna go past? Can you beat England along the way? What do you think?
Yes. Yeah.
They're saying yes. They're saying we can beat England.
But the score would be 1-0.
There we go.
I want to know for the young kids you got with you who their favorite Mexican player is.
Who's your favorite Mexican player?
Gonzalez. For me?
Gonzalez and Alexis Vega.
Nice.
What did you think of the atmosphere today as well in Mexico City? We knew the Azteca is going to be a big, loud atmosphere. It looked incredible over there, no?
I think it was amazing. The stadium was jam-packed. Everybody was cheering. It was happy, especially with the victory. I mean, what else can you ask for?
So true. We saw it all, didn't we? Goals, red cards, and a win. Thanks so much, guys. We'll hopefully see you as Mexico goes on in the World Cup. We'll see you soon.
Vamos, Mexico!
Viva Mexico!
I love that.
Love it.
There were so many watch parties, didn't we, that we saw today?
That's the beauty of football. We talk about passing it down the generations as well. You know, they're all together, young kids watching and just falling in love with the game of football, World Cup. Great memories. And who knows, maybe one of them young kids might play in a future World Cup.
So
Anywhere
true.
you go in the country, you could find Mexican fans supporting their team. It's absolutely unbelievable. Even through my travels around America, it's just crazy the passion that they have. It is totally ingrained in the culture. We were watching the watch party. We had the scenes, and you see the woman that's just crying and losing their mind just after the first goal. Again, this is what the World Cup's about.
What will South Africa feel, on the other hand, Grella? Will they feel frustrated with the red cards that they had today, or do you feel like they're coming into it against the host nation, the odds against them, they didn't have too much of a chance?
I think they'll feel like they have to make a change, and Biso said it as well. The manager maybe as well. Be more on the front foot, be more aggressive, because when you play that way in a negative style and then still concede 2 red cards and still don't play well and still don't create that many chances, I think that's the real frustration for them. So they're going to have to change everything.
They'll feel horrible. It's too negative. It really is too negative. Again, it goes to the whole fact of it's the World Cup. 4 years, it comes around. You got to take the opportunity. You got to take the moment. Why would you go into a World Cup and be so negative? Yes, you can respect people, but there's also the other end where you show too much respect. People would take advantage of that, and Mexico did. And Mexico weren't super convincing. I think if South Africa gave more of a go over themselves and actually started their top players, it could have been even a much more difficult game for Mexico. But they made it comfortable for Mexico. And for me, I just don't understand it. That's just my mindset as a player. And if I get to be a manager or a coach, you've got to be positive. You've got to go after teams and go after games in moments like this. They don't come around often. And when you lose in the manner that you did, you're going to be sitting there like, there's no positives you can take from it. Because you didn't start your best players. You didn't play front foot football. You went very long without picking up any second balls, no real creativity. And it was a comfortable day for Mexico.
I think the only thing is that South Africa now know that they have to play, don't they? Because they've got 1 loss. They need to try and at least finish not at the bottom.
You can qualify with 3 points in this tournament this year.
But there's more pressure on that second game now. That's what it is.
But it already feels
like this.
It already feels like after 90 minutes, so many things. And Bizo's calling for the manager to be changed already. You get 2 red cards, important players. Your best players are sitting on the bench. And I think, for me, the saddest thing is how he says, this is not a representation of what the best South African football should be. At least you could lose. It's fine if you lose. But you could lose playing, showing off what you're supposed to do. The biggest disappointment is that happened already in the first game, and you're going to be missing players. Now you have to play a Czechia team that is also really physical. That's not going to be fun to play against. He doesn't want ball-playing players against Mexico. It's not going to be very different against Czechia.
They're going to have to learn how to play football between now and the next game. Aside from that, everything else should be fun.
Don't tell Nigel that.
Obviously, Raúl Jiménez, we're going to get to watch him play next season with the championship coverage because he's just signed to go back to Wolves, back to the Molineux, 35 years old. He scored today. Marco, you had him, by the way, didn't you, as one of your goal scorers? Big check mark for you. By the way, just a side note, anybody surprised he's going back to Wolves, leaving the Premier League, going to play in the Championship?
I mean, I am surprised at that, but you look at his age as well, and it's a club that he's familiar with. He's been there, very successful, and Wolves are an ambitious club. When you sign a player like him, there's great ambition to get promoted straight back to the Premier League, and that, for me, is a top-quality striker that's going to do so well in the Championship, like, really well.
Yeah.
He's next level. He's already in that top 1%.
I mean, he was amazing, wasn't he, his first stint with Wolves? So Marco's off to a really good start with your $10 bet. What were your odds? Do you remember?
Plus 150, plus 180, something like that.
All right, not
Pretty
bad.
good.
Mackenzie Brooks did even better today, everybody. Well done, Mackenzie. You're 3 for 3 now, is that right?
Well, I started 3 for 3 going into that goal when I had Quiñones scoring as well. I was going to make fun of you for taking the shortest odds goal scorer, but I took the second shortest odds, so we all made money that way.
Not all of us. What are you talking about? Me and you made money. You're going to make fun of me. Look at the board behind you.
I'm not making fun of you. I'm just saying, I was going to make fun of you for taking the shortest odds, most likely player at plus 150, but I was right behind you at plus 210. Nonetheless, both some pretty solid bets for us to start off this tournament for sure. And one thing I wanted to mention, we were talking about the red cards and the ample amount that we saw. Later in the group stage, the new rule this year is that they will get wiped after group stage. So look to bet on overs for red cards later in June, as we know that these teams know that they're going to get wiped right after that. So they won't have to be as cautious as they've had to be in previous World Cups.
Yeah, I think that's really interesting. So those are going to get wiped. So if I get a red in the last game of the group, next game I can still play?
It's going to be war, the last
murder
few games
ball.
of the, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So not yet, but I'm saying be conscious. I was just thinking of that when we saw the red cards. As we get closer to the end of group stage, go into knockouts, I think we'll probably see inflated lines of that in general, but just a good note to keep in the back of the head.
Do you think you'll crack 55% on your bets?
I do think I will crack 55%.
Ooh.
This is a good start, plus
That's a
210.
really good start.
Did we hit
Big
the
statement.
9 shots on target?
No, we didn't. We were shy.
How many
7.
shy, though? That was close, though.
Yeah.
3
Three
shy.
shy?
Sorry. Bad?
No, I'm just.
Well, we got to keep it track. We got to keep a record.
It was
of
close.
That was an excellent start. Grella.
She bets like Jimmy Conrad. When she loses, it doesn't count. When she wins, they count.
I was ready for my losses to show up here, but they didn't. So. Not on me.
Grella,
She's
you
on
can't
fire.
talk.
She's on
You
fire.
got Foster to score.
Bro, traffic on the 95.
Here we go. Here we go.
There's
Get
the
the
excuses,
violet out,
Mackenzie.
Grella.